Hi everyone, it's Haley Malnicki, your school dietitian. I'm so excited to be back for episode 4 of Quarantine Cooking with me in my home kitchen. So today we're going to be making kind of like a lunch dinner idea, and it's going to be English muffin pizzas. So I always have English muffins in my freezers. You could also do this with bagels or a tortilla if you have that on hand. Again, we're just using what we have in our pantry or in our freezers to kind of use that up and not have to go to the grocery store. So I'm gonna take my English muffin. I just heated up in the microwave from being in the freezer, so it's a little soft. I'm gonna cut it in half. And again, you can always ask your parents for help when using a knife. So I have it evenly cut in half here. I'm gonna place it on my cutting board. And now I'm gonna build a pizza. So I have some leftover pasta sauce from a few nights ago for dinner, excuse me. You could also use pesto, or you don't have to use any sauce at all. This could just be a white-based pizza with some cheese. So I'm gonna do a little bit of red sauce. Not too much, because it does kind of absorb into the English muffin. So just a few spoonfuls, and like I said, you could even use like jarred Alfredo sauce, leftover pesto if you have it, anything like that. So I'm gonna add that, and then I'm gonna grate on my cheese, because everything's better with cheese. And this is again where you can get really versatile. If you only have Parmesan, if you have feta, anything will work on this pizza. Just your favorite cheese that melts really nicely. Nice amount of cheese. And then because we're trying to be a little bit healthy, you can top this with any type of vegetables you have on hand as well. So I'm gonna do, right now, instead of going to the grocery store and picking up what I would like to put on here, I have some mushrooms left over from dinner a couple nights ago, so I'm gonna finally chop that and add that on top. I also have some baby spinach, but you could really just add on whatever you want. You could do olives, anything like that. Pineapple if you're feeling that. So I'm gonna put a few of my toppings and pile them high. This is great to make with your parents or with your siblings, so no one has to fight about what they want to get on the pizza that night. You can make your own. It's completely unique to you. So this is a great way for kids to get creative as well and be able to build their own with their own toppings. So I'm gonna do some baby spinach on the other side. So I'm just giving it a rough chop just so it's easier to bite into, because these are kind of small. So put a little bit of this on top. Some nice green color and some nice veggies on our pizza. You could also do like chopped bell peppers, chopped fresh tomatoes if you have some, zucchini, eggplant. These are super, super versatile. And then I don't have any fresh herbs right now. I'm not gonna run to the grocery store, so I'm gonna use a dried Italian seasoning. This is just basil, oregano, and a little bit of garlic, just to give it some flavor on the top as it's baking. And then I'm gonna grab the one that I actually have cooking in the oven to show you guys what it looks like. 1 second. Perfect. So here it is, nice and crispy brown. The bottom has a little bit of crispness to it. The cheese is melted and bubbly, and they're completely warmed through. That's exactly what we want. So you just throw your creation that you've made on your cutting board onto a baking sheet pan, throw it in the oven at 375 degrees for just a few minutes until the cheese is melted and it's bubbly. But again, I will leave the recipe in the comments below, and like I said in the past episodes, if you make any of these recipes, feel free to post a photo. We want to see how you guys are getting creative and making these recipes your own. Again, this is Haley, your school dietitian, and stay tuned for another episode of Quarantine Cooking with me. I hope you guys enjoyed.